Hello guys, welcome. You are watching Headset VR. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new gaming video. And today we're going to be looking at Sons of the Forest and a little bit of Tom Foolery and also a new experience that you can possibly have with Sons of the Forest. So first of all, we're going to get right away to the nitty-gritty. We're going to be playing the game using VorpX. Now, I found a profile that makes the game play absolutely brilliantly. I've used it a few times and tested it all out. So what you do, obviously, if you start VorpX up and you search for Sons of the Forest, and you look for this profile here, if you can see Sons of the Forest Z3D by Revis_10, and import that profile, hit yes, and then you apply. Now, after you've done that, or you could do that last, what you also need to do is go to this link that's going to be in the description for Thunderstorm Mod Manager, and you hit the download button, and from the download you then, as you can see I've got it here, you run that, install that, and after you've installed that you should be able to go to a similar page to this. Now what you need to do is search for the game Sons of the Forest. There is only 5 mods available, and what you do is install all the dependencies for both these mods. You'll be looking for the VorpX pack by VorpX and also the debug console by Call Me Slinky. Now, like I say, once you've installed all the dependencies there, what you do then is you hit this button that says modded, and that will start the game up with the mods enabled. You can, however, if you wish, play it without and hit vanilla, but we're going to go with modded. So let me start the game up. Now it might take a little bit of time to launch the first time, but the second time round it's a little bit quicker. So the game is hooked to VorpX. And as you can see, the game has started. Okay, so once you've got the game going, you can then go into the options, and what I've done is put the FPS on max. Graphics I've gone with custom because I've messed around with a few things. So I've put motion blur off. I mean, you can see all the settings I've got here. Chromatic aberration off as well. Film grain is off. And also VSync is disabled. I've put the field of view onto the largest possible. You can enable big head mode if you wish. I, however, have opted against it. Okay, so welcome to the Sons of the Forest. This is obviously the forest. Now, before we do anything, I'm going to talk about some of the VorpX settings that we have, because there's some great settings here. So, press the delete key to pull up your VorpX menu. Now, you won't actually see this on screen, but what it will start as is in immersive screen mode, and change that to full VR mode. Now, it doesn't actually work in Geometry 3D, but it does work really well in Z Normal and Z Adaptive. So I've put it to Z Adaptive and changed the 3D strength to 1.5. Let me just knock that down. Okay, and then from there I've changed the head tracking sensitivity from 70 to approximately 50. From there, change from main settings to image settings, and I changed the clarity fidelity effects to medium, and the aspect ratio correction. Now, this is dependent on yourself really here. It starts off in pixel 1.1, but it does also look really good in letterbox 1. So it's your choice really, either letterbox 1 or pixel 1.1. Now if you go for pixel 1.1, now I've put the image zoom at 0.45, but if you go for letterbox 1, you may need to increase that up to something like around 60. So let's go with letterbox 1. I'll put it on 0.55. Then from the image settings, you can then go across skip display settings. You'll have head tracking settings as well, so make sure that you're happy with the head tracking sensitivity. For me it's 0.5. But then here's the interesting bit. You then have the Oculus touch settings. Now you can use the Oculus touch controllers for this, so if you hit the change button mappings, you can play about with some of the buttons and see what it is that you want to use. Now I fiddled about with these a little bit earlier, and I'll change them again probably when I come to play through, but you can change on the mini menu the controller hand left and right. It does pretty much everything that you want. You can edit anything that you don't like as well, but then other than that you can just hit save. Okay, and save, and leave it at that. So yeah, it does run great with the touch controllers. So I've got full head tracking, so I can look left, I can look right, I can look up, I can look down. Now using the controllers now, I can use the left controller to move forwards, the right controller to look around. Now I would suggest messing around with the sensitivity a bit. I'm not going to go through all of that now, but I did fully rebind the controllers earlier and had a good little play with it. So let's walk over to this guy, Kelvin. Press the E button, heal him. And yeah, he's a little bit disorientated. Hello, wakey wakey. No, you can't hear me. His hearing's knackered. Ah, but wave at you? No. How about if I pull this out of my anus? Can you smell this? No? Oh, yeah, oh, that's got your attention, hasn't it? Well, okay. Right. Now, as you can see, we've got the little notepad. So you can use up and down on the left controller to go through and choose. But going left, right, up and down, you can actually select, like if I want to choose follow me, I'll choose right on the stick. And I'll slap him in the face with that message. There you go. Oh. Follow me. Okay. So, yeah, he'll follow me. Now, one thing I have noticed as well, the last 3 times I've started a save, I've landed in different locations. So the first time, I crashed in the snow mountains. The last time was by the seashore. And this time, we are actually in the wooded area. It looks like quite a decent place. We're by water, so I might stick with this place. But now, what we're also going to do... Oh, hang on. I think we might have visitors over there. No, it's a deer. Well, it could be food. Anyway, the mods that we installed. So, if you press the F1 key, and you'll get all this lot come up on the screen. And what we do is you type in add character and then type in Robbie 1 and see what happens. Oh look, we've got another Kelvin. So let's add character Robbie 1, and as you can see, we've now got 3 and one final one. And yes, as you've gathered, we've now got 4 minions that will go out and do things like crafting. They all take individual instructions. So, okay, I can't get him to light a fire yet. Right, so what you want to do is have a little look around here and try and pick up everything you can. So where is the helicopter? I think, is it up in that tree or somewhere, or was this what's left of it? I think that might be what's left of it. So yeah, there should be boxes strewn around here, and you can get these guys to make you a tent so you can save game. Build fire. So let's get him to build a sheeter. That's not a shitter for the toilet. Well, and then we'll get him that's it, you follow me. Whoa, where's he going? Yep, come on, follow me. Well, okay, he's not going to follow me. Come on, follow me. Come on, dickhead. No, well, I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, let's speak to one of the others. And follow me. Come on. Okay, well, we only want one of you. And what we'll do is build a fire. Oh, I see, it's not a sheeter, it's a shelter. Okay, and he'll go off and he'll build us a fire. Now, looking round, obviously, as you can see, I mean, look how beautiful this looks. Now, this isn't actually an Unreal Engine game. It uses Unity Engine. But I've used, well, it was either going to be the profile I've used, or I was going to try the Long Dark profile. But it looks great. Right, so while he's building this shelter here... Now, oh, don't kill your mate. Yep, great, thanks. Now these guys will do anything for you. I've got 4 of them. Whatever you do, if you do go with this guide and put this mod in, don't build too many because it can create FPS issues for you. Right, they're just going to chill out. While they chill out, we can also make an army. So let's add character. Oh, hang on, no, it's add Virginia. Oh, let's try again. Add Virginia. There you go. You can tell it's successful because it comes up. Now this is Virginia. She is a 3-legged and 3-armed mutant. Now do be careful if you try and befriend her. She is very cautious. So if you do spawn her or meet her, just let her come to you. Otherwise, as you can see, she'll run off. She's a little bit nervous. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of her in. There's one of her out there somewhere anyway. But for the purpose of this, we're going to add a couple in. There we go. So we've got 3 Virginias, and we'll potentially get another one. Now you can do things like, if you look through the options, what you can do, you can actually make Virginia appear and come and visit you. But I've not explored through all of these commands, but there's quite a lot you can do there. You know, feel free, play around, have a little look, see what they do. But like I said, whatever you do, if you want Virginia to side with you, just leave her be, let her come over at her own leisure. At the moment, as you can see, she's dancing. She will get nervous, so be very cautious. Don't encroach upon her, and she will come to you eventually. Anyway, let's come back up here, and I think I'm going to keep this save. I've got a save when I'm on the beach, and I've got this save here. Oh, here she comes. So yeah, we'll just let her join at her own devices. But apparently she's a bit of a beast with firearms. So she's more the combat kind of person, whereas this guy's the crafter. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here. It's only a short video. We'll do some gameplay tomorrow. So if you like what you've seen, hit the like button. Otherwise, if you want to see more VR related content like this, PlayStation VR 2 and other PC VR games, or even for the Quest, hit the subscribe button and you'll see every video as and when they become available. Otherwise, if you want to make any comments, I'll respond to them all, unless of course you're a complete dick, in which case I won't. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you for more Sons of the Forest and Daughters of the Forest and Clones of the Forest. We'll see you very soon. Take care, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.